Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to explore a game that I'll never forget. The Nintendo 64 was nearing its end, and I wasn't a young, innocent child anymore. I just turned 13. I needed something a little bit more mature. It was a perfect time to trick my mother into buying me Conker's Bad Fur Day, a title that hit the Nintendo 64 in 2001 and flipped the script on what a Nintendo game could be. Imagine a squirrel with a hangover, crude humor, and a knack for breaking the fourth wall. Yep, Conker is the Deadpool of Nintendo. It received critical acclaim for its writing, graphics, and gameplay, with dynamic lighting and fully voiced cutscenes standing out on the Nintendo 64's limited hardware. Its cult following highlights its lasting impact, making it a memorable gem in gaming history. The game follows the chaotic journey of Conker, a mischievous and foul-mouthed squirrel who wakes up after a heavy night of drinking and finds himself lost in a strange and unpredictable world. Determined to get back home, Conker stumbles into a series of bizarre and hilarious situations filled with eccentric characters, dangerous challenges, and outrageous scenarios. Of course, my mom walked by the screen mid-boss fight as the great mighty Pooh, literal singing pile of crap, flung his shit at me. Along the way, he uses his wits, greed, and questionable morals to navigate this unpredictable adventure, blending crude humor with clever parodies of pop culture. The story constantly shifts in unexpected directions, leading to a uniquely twisted and darkly comedic experience unlike any other platformer of its time. For an N64 game, it pushed hardware limits with dynamic lighting, especially in settings like the nightclub, and fully voiced cutscenes.
Hey, hello there. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Come in now. Yeah, sit down. What I want. Oh, this like really smells. Well, she wear like dung beetles and you roll the poo around. Knows what's for. Oh, really? If you want some poo, alright, get your ass in there. There's these cows. Get them in there. Get them to crap, and I'll make you a bowl of poo. And you can do what the hell you like with it. Go on your break. You still here?
Impressive, given the cartridge's 64 megabyte capacity. It started as a family-friendly platformer from Rare. You know, the folks behind Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong Country. The game's development began in 1996 under the 12 Tales title, and Conker's Quest, then Conker's Pocket Tales. But during development, critics and fans started saying it felt too familiar, just like another Rare platformer. The gaming world was tired of the same old thing, and Rare knew they had to shake it up. However, under Chris Seaver's leadership, it evolved into a mature title, responding to criticism. So they made a bold call, ditch the wholesome vibe and go full-on mature. Inspired by shows like South Park, they transformed Conker into a foul-mouthed, boozy anti-hero. Chris Seaver, the game's director, later said, "We knew we had to do something different. The market was saturated with cute platformers, and we wanted to make something for an older audience." It was a massive risk for a Nintendo game, where Mario and Pikachu reigned supreme, but when it launched in 2001, it proved Rare could break the mold. This was unusual for Nintendo, known for colorful, family-oriented games, especially during the late N64 era, with the PlayStation 2 already launched and the GameCube on the horizon. Despite selling poorly, initially due to timing, it received overwhelmingly positive reviews. Metacritic scores and fans' discussions, such as on Reddit, highlighted its humor, graphics, and gameplay, with many calling it a classic. It has ever since developed a cult following. Now let's talk about Conker's future. Well, hopefully, there's one. The game's got a die-hard cult following, and Rare tried to capitalize on that with Conker's Live and Reloaded in like 2005 with Xbox, with sharper graphics and multiplayer. But it didn't quite hit the mark. Some fans hated the censored bits, and sales were like lukewarm. Since then, nothing. Rare got snapped up by Microsoft in 2002, and their focus shifted to Sea of Thieves. Could Microsoft revive him? Maybe it's not a long shot. They're too busy with bigger franchises like Halo and stuff, but hopefully a small team might bring him back. The fans are keeping the dream alive. Conker's spirit isn't dead yet. However, success would depend on selecting a studio that understands the character's mature tone. Fan discussions on Reddit suggest Microsoft should take another chance, adapting Conker to modern times while retaining his edge. Something like High on Life. Another studio that could potentially bring him back is Double Fine Productions. It's known for its quirky, story-driven games like Psychonauts and Broken Age. So, Conker's Bad Fur Day was a game that dared to be different, smashing through Nintendo's family-friendly image with a sledgehammer, or should I say a chainsaw. Conker carved out his own niche with crude humor, wild gameplay, and a love for pop culture. His future might be uncertain, but his legacy is rock solid. If you just want a good laugh, give it a spin. Just maybe not around the kids. Thank you for watching to the end. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and what's your favorite Conker moment? Drop it in the comments below. Thank you. See you guys later.